Welcome to Around the House, sponsored by Romac Building Supply. I'm your host, Don Magruder. If you like today's show, go to aroundthehouse.tv, where you can sign up for our weekly newsletter and our YouTube channel. Construction industry education is exploding in our high schools. Lake County School District has taken the lead in the state of Florida in construction education, and one big element is the Academy of Construction Technologies. This is a program that was developed in Orange County, which helps bridge construction industry companies and students into meaningful employment and training. The Lake County School District is implementing the ACT program within its program, and a lot of companies want to participate. So today's show, we have Nancy Merced and Vanessa Medina from the Academies of Construction Technology to give us information on how you can participate, both the students and the companies. It's a great program and another feature for developing good jobs right here in Lake County. So with that, I'd like to introduce Nancy Merced and Vanessa Medina from the ACT program. I'm so glad to have you here. Nancy, tell us a little bit about yourself and the Academy of Construction Technologies program.
Perfect. Well, thank you for inviting us, Don. We're super excited to be here and spend some time with you. I started my construction career when I was 14. My dad owned an air conditioning and heating company. So after school and during the summers, I would work for him cutting duck. After graduation, I got to move into the office to do a little bit of blueprint reading and estimating. And for the last 40 years, I've been in construction in one facet or another. And today, I proudly serve as the executive director for the Academy of Construction Technology, also known as the ACT program. The ACT program was developed 28 years ago. In 1992, we pretty much are where we are today, that construction was booming and there's not enough skilled trades workers to be found. So through a collaboration of local Central Florida construction companies, associations, both union and non-union, the school districts, and the Department of Labor and the Department of Education, they spent 3 years developing the ACT program. We are proud to hold the title of the first registered youth pre-apprenticeship program in the state of Florida.
And the most important thing, this program has some very specific protections in it that protects companies as they hire these students. And we're going to get into that a little later, but it's just not a program. You know, a lot of times you have a program that really doesn't have much backbone to it. This actually has some legislation and support from the government, doesn't it?
Correct. They spent 3 years developing it, and again, we've spent 28 years fine-tuning it.
And Vanessa Medina, you're the chairperson this year of the Academy of Construction Technologies, and I understand that the ACT program actually has a meaningful place in your heart. Tell us about yourself and how it relates to the ACT program.
Well, again, thank you for having us this morning. For me, I guess I started at 14 too, now that I think about it. And I just, when you go into high school and you start picking your electives, I went based off of solely like some of what my other friends were picking and my siblings, and I selected a couple of construction classes and never knew, I didn't have a family background and stuff, so I never knew this was going to be what my career ended up being. And my junior year, I was introduced to the ACT program, saw like a little production that was preview to us to kind of market the program and tell us about it. And for me, it just, all kinds of alarms were going off. The opportunity to be a junior in high school and have a job after that summer and make some money, for me, it was just like, okay, this is what I need to do. So I joined the ACT program, completed my junior year, got hired on with Tri-City, and been with Tri-City ever since. I'm 16 years, going on 16 years this year.
And you're now a project manager with Tri-City.
I am a project manager
and
now.
you run huge jobs, I'm told.
Very huge. For 5 years, I spent time doing Disney work, and I did everything from the Frozen attraction, Polynesian Resort, a lot of restaurants at Disney Springs, and now currently in the Ivanhoe area, managing a $10 million electrical project.
Now, Vanessa, how do you attribute the ACT program? Because let's be honest with you, the construction industry is a male-dominated industry. But women are starting to find out, hey, I can do this work, and the pay is great. The pay is very lucrative. How does this ACT program help you as a female? And I guess I'm asking you to say it to maybe females watching this. How does that, can you encourage them to look at this program and participate in the construction industry? Because there are opportunities.
Yeah, there are. And to be honest, until you're really in the industry, you don't realize how many women are in the industry.
Yes.
It is very male dominating, but I mean, it's amazing when you walk across those job sites and the amount of females you see out there, in every trade. So my encouragement to them is, no female out there or young lady should be intimidated by that. If you have the desire, the dream of the goals to go in that direction, I mean, male, female dominating type industry, go for it. There's a big support out there for women in the construction and a great opportunity.
Nancy, what counties is the ACT program in now?
We currently partnership with Orange, Osceola, Seminole, and Lake County school districts.
You're seeing the explosion of construction education. Do you think it's all just driven because of demand, or do you think students are starting to realize college is not for everybody and the student debt issue, and they can actually go out and start making money now? What's your thoughts?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. Today, construction is one of the top 5 high-wage, high-demand occupations in Florida. Our industry is in desperate need of skilled trades people. In response to this need, the Department of Education has opened up millions of dollars in funding for workforce training and development. Students that have siblings and parents that have been in the construction industry, they're able to see that it is a lucrative occupation and that there are true career paths within our industry. Different ways to go. There's the trades, but you can also obviously go into estimating and blueprint reading. And we've got success stories like Vanessa that are vice presidents nowadays.
And Vanessa, along those lines, you've been through challenges. What's the biggest challenges going through construction-related education programs?
I think the biggest challenge is that our industry quickly evolves. Like, there's changes that are happening daily. Technology, yes.
Yeah.
So you go a path where you're learning out of the book, or even during the high school times when you got a certain amount of those classes, a portion of that is based out of the books, and by the time you hit the field, I mean, that's old news. So it's one reason why we encourage the trade aspect of it, because while you're in the field, you're allowing yourself to learn each day everything that's that's new to the industry. You're not behind.
Nancy, give us an overview of how the ACT program brings the private sector and education sector along with the students together, and how it's working here in Lake County.
Sure. Well, students actually enroll in a construction program while they're in high school, and the ACT program exists as an add-on to those programs. By being a registered pre-apprenticeship program, we register these students into a pre-apprenticeship program. They spend a year getting classroom and lab training. We host a job fair in April where the students have a one-on-one sit-down interview with hiring construction companies, and these students are able to go to work and make over $3,500 for the summer in 2 months, and take what they've learned during the classroom and actually put them to work utilizing those skills.
So not only they get paid for it, but they also get school credit, don't they?
They get an extra high school elective credit for doing the summer internship.
So I know the school district, the Lake County School District, has signed the whole school district up to participate in the ACT program. And that's the Leesburg, Eustis, and South Lake High Schools, and
Right.
maybe you, Matilda, soon will come in. But now companies to participate in the ACT program, they have to sign up separately. Talk about how companies have to participate, Nancy.
Correct. Industry partners will sign up as an active ACT member, which is just participating in the program, signing off on our bylaws and our policies and procedures. We obviously vet every single industry partner that signs up to employ a high school student. our main focus is obviously safety when it comes to the students, so we're going to ensure that there is a dedicated safety plan and things in place for these students. But industry members basically can go to our website and find our membership registration form and sign up and then participate.
Now, once they participate, that gives them that umbrella from ACT for hiring them without getting in trouble with the Department of Labor and other people, doesn't it?
Correct. Typically, anyone under the age of 18 cannot work on an active construction site. By enrolling students in a registered pre-apprenticeship program where they are getting this minimum 1-year training and OSHA, CPR, and first aid certifications, we actually facilitate what's called a student learner exemption waiver. Again, this was developed 28 years ago with our founding fathers in the Department of Labor and the Department of Education that allows 16 and 17-year-olds to work on a construction site and be in complete compliance with the child labor law.
And the company will hire the student for a minimum of 40 hours a week throughout the summer and pay them a certain wage. And that develops a program. And a lot of these companies, I know several companies here in Lake County, used that program last year and got some great students. If someone were interested in participating in that program, how can they find out more information?
They can either call me at the ACT office, which is 407-851-7803, or go to our website with www.actcareers.com, and my contact information is there, as well as the membership registration form.
And also, if you're a company participating in that program, you get to go to the job fairs. And I know Lake County is hosting their job fair at the Venetian Center. I think it's the first week in April, isn't it?
April 9th.
April 9th. And if you're an ACT participating company, there are going to be probably 50 to 70 students looking for work.
Correct.
Plus, your job fairs down in Orange County, ACT participate companies can participate. Is that correct?
That is correct. We hold a job fair, one each week in April with each participating school district. An ACT member can come to one or all of the job fairs, and within each job fair there are anywhere from 50 to 75 pre-trained, ready-to-go students that are looking for work.
So it's very important, if you want to participate in the Lake County Job Fair, got to sign up with the ACT program. You contact yourself or the Lake County School District. Vanessa, Medina, you've been through the summer work program. How critical was that summer work period to you staying in the industry and giving you that sight that this is a job you wanted?
It was very impactful. It was very critical. I mean, to be 16 years old and be handed an opportunity to work for a company that had been around for so many years and being trusted and, you know, and then them investing time into the individuals to teach them over that summer. Well, it was one thing that, and this is not just my story, there's several ACT students, is I never stopped working. So my senior year, they still allowed me to work throughout my senior year. And so, you know, they really are, you know, they don't look at you by your age or anything. They're trusting you because they look at you as someone that's going to be able to run this company in years to come, you know. So it was very impactful.
But Vanessa Medina and Nancy Merced from ACT, thank you for telling us about the program. And one more time, what's a good number they can call you if they have any questions?
407-851-7803.
And I want to thank you for watching Around the House today. Hope you got some great information about the ACT program. Be sure to go to aroundthehouse.tv where you can sign up for our weekly newsletter and our YouTube channel. Until next time, we will see you around the house.